we're going to talk about some things that I wish I would have known before I started collecting fragrances, before I really dove deep into it. I wish maybe somebody would have told me this. Maybe the video's out there. I actually haven't looked, and I didn't look. Maybe as a newcomer to fragrances, this isn't something that you're necessarily searching for, but in case somebody comes across this and they're new to perfumes, this is what I wish somebody would have told me. So this is just some friendly advice for people that might be new to fragrances or that are interested in building a collection. I just have 5 tips. So the number one tip is to calm down. Calm down, okay? Relax. I know this is new and exciting, but don't just go and click buy. Just wait. And hear me out. I have some good, valid reasons. Hear me out. And then if you still want to go do it, it's fine. Don't even feel guilty. Guilt just makes it worse. But just hear me out, okay? So the main reason why you don't want to buy is because you want to smell.
Yeah.
Smell. I forgot where I was, but it was don't buy. Smell. So what this means is just get to know your taste, just go and smell other people's perfumes, your family's perfumes, and start to familiarize yourself with fragrances and what you like and what you don't like, and start to take note of what you smell. Go look it up on Fragrantica. If you don't know how to use Fragrantica, I'm going to make another video about that. But start to figure out what things, perfumes that you do like, have in common, and then figure out what things that you don't like are in the perfumes that you don't like. You know what I mean? Start to figure out ooh, this one smells kind of dirty or something. And then eventually you're going to smell a couple other ones that smell like dirty. And then you keep doing your research and you're going to learn that maybe all of those fragrances have patchouli, and you may not be into patchouli at the moment. So then you're going to start to pick up on that. And then you could know if you see a new fragrance that's coming out that everybody's hyping up, but you see that it has a lot of patchouli, you don't necessarily maybe want to go down that route, even if people say it smells good, because that's not your taste. Same thing goes for amber fragrances. Amber and musk it's not made for everybody. Not everybody likes that type of scent. Patchouli is definitely not, it's an acquired taste. You can't just love patchouli suddenly. So you just want to start to take note of what you're into and what you're not into, and you want to start, getting familiar with that. That's how you're going to figure out what you like. So number 2 point is just to figure out what you specifically like versus what people are hyping up, what people are saying are really good, what somebody's saying that their husband loves on her, because you don't have the same husband and you're also not her. So you don't have the same taste as this random person on the internet. That doesn't fit in my mind why we would listen to somebody else that has nothing to do with our taste. And I know because I made that mistake at first, seeing people hype something up on TikTok when I wasn't even familiar with the creator that was making these TikToks. And they're saying this is amazing, it's their most complimented perfume of all time, but it was some nasty fragrance that smelled nasty to me, but it must have smelled amazing to her, because we have completely different tastes. So I think that's really, really important, is to not assume that because somebody says something is good, it doesn't mean it's good for you, because you have a completely different nose. So actually you also even want to familiarize yourself with the people that you are consuming content from to figure out if you have similar taste or even opposite taste, because I know some people who have opposite taste to me, and if they tell me they hate a fragrance because it has too much patchouli, I might love that fragrance. So it's just getting familiar and trusting and building that trust with your own taste versus somebody. Okay, I'm in the middle of something, but okay. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
He needs me to squish up his yogurt. Bye. So yeah, just don't take other people's word for it. I guess that's to sum it up. Don't take other people's word for things. And see, you wouldn't take other people's word if you're familiar with your taste, which goes back to number 1. So anyways, to number 3 is you need to know that your taste will evolve. So even if you figure out your taste and you're like, oh, I love all these green, fresh, aquatic notes. I love perfumes that smell super clean and I just got out of the bath. There's a huge chance that you're only like those for a certain amount of time, or maybe a certain time of the year when you happen to fall in love with them or discover them. And as you grow in your fragrance journey and as your nose develops, your taste will probably evolve. So it's important not to assume that now that's your taste with one type of perfume. So my taste at the beginning when I was like a teenager was definitely freshies and berries. Freshies has kind of changed and gone away, but berries have definitely stayed because berries turned into gourmands and stuff like that. So I do love gourmands, but you might not even know what gourmand means if you're in this video. We are also going to do a video about perfume vocabulary that I had to learn, so we'll get into that in another video. So because your taste will evolve, it's also a good idea not to buy too much of the one type of perfumes that you like at the moment. So if you happen to love freshies, don't go and buy like all of the 25 good freshies that you hear good things about, because when those freshies turn into, maybe you start to like musky ambery fragrances or floral fragrances, then you're gonna buy 20, 30, 40 floral fragrances, and then your taste might evolve to like more vanillas and things like that. So then you're gonna end up with this huge amount of perfumes when really just a couple in each category probably would have been fine. So just know that, just be aware of that your taste will probably change. Another thing to be mindful of, which is point number 4, you kind of want to know like what you're getting yourself into and what your expectations are for yourself. Like, are you wanting to be a collector that collects fragrances and doesn't really use them, but it's more like for the sense of having them and having that collection? Or do you want to be a person that only has the amount of fragrances that you can use up in a timely manner without any of them going to waste? That's something to just be mindful and aware of, because at first you can get a little excited and just, buy. But then you might end up with this huge collection that you're like, I don't think I could ever finish these. This is unrealistic. And it might even make you feel overwhelmed or guilty or uncomfortable to have that many choices. So it's important to be aware of what the purpose and intent behind all your purchases is, so you don't just find yourself like you wake up one day and you're like, whoa, how did I get 200 perfumes when I just love and want to wear like the same 10, 15, 20, So it's just what do you want from your collection? What do you want things to look like? So look at other people, look at how they do fragrances, not just the people that hype things up. So look at other people, look at what they do, and not just the people that hype things up, but the people that are a little bit more mindful about their purchases and their collections and their taste and things like that. So number 5 is just to be careful not to become addicted to perfume versus just enjoying your journey in your perfumes. Once you get like this addictive vibe to purchasing perfumes, it's more the purchasing that's addictive than the perfumes and smelling the perfumes. So you just want to not become addicted to the purchasing and the thrill of purchasing and spending your money versus just enjoying the fragrances, Then you're just buying, and I don't even think you're getting use out of or enjoyment out of your perfumes. It's more about the shopping addiction, which is a whole other thing to address, which we talk about in my other channel that I might link down below. But I don't know. I feel like I'm 2 different people, so I don't necessarily want like a lot of crossover. Like, I just want to be able to be 2 different people, 2 of the multiple people that I am inside. Yeah, you just want to enjoy perfumes, enjoy the journey, enjoy smelling, enjoy what you're doing. Don't let it become this like weird obsession, because some of us are there and some of us are having to now heal from these addictions and heal from these things and like declutter and get rid of stuff, and we're just working backwards here. And I wish I would have known ahead of time. I wish somebody would have told me these things or just give me a little bit of heads up. I would have definitely appreciated it. Tell me what you guys think. If you could go back, if you are just a perfume lover at my level of psychotic. If you are like a perfume lover like me and a hoarder, perfume hoarder at this point, you can also tell me other tips that you wish you would have known at the beginning, and we can discuss things. I love talking to you guys in the comments. Like, I love all the people in my comments. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate the people in my comments. I would tell you guys, but like, I don't want to be those weird people that cry on YouTube. I'm not going to be, but I have gotten some of the nicest compliments, and it might seem shallow. They're just building up my confidence. I was really struggling after I had the baby. I just had a lot of things going on after the baby. If you're a woman, you know how it is. Of course you're a woman. All my demographic is women. So anyways, yes, thank you guys so much for the lovely comments. If you guys don't know, that means so much to me. There has been like just a few sprinkled in negative comments, and I mean, so far, in my opinion, the good outweighs the bad by a lot. That I want to keep going. Like, I want to keep doing this. I love the feedback. I love talking to you guys. So let's chat in the comments. Let me know what you guys wish you would have known ahead of time. Also, if you have any questions and you're a newbie, feel free to ask them in the comments. And if you're a regular subscriber, feel free to answer their questions. So yeah, ask away. Like, you can ask anything you want. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye. I wish somebody should. And start to familiarize. What? And start to familiarize. Still doesn't sound right. And start to familiarize. No, I don't even remember how the word goes anymore. I should never be filming past midnight. This is insane. Familiarize. Okay. And start to familiarize. Okay. And start to familiarize yourself with, I forgot what I was even gonna say, because so the main reason why you don't want to buy is because, did that make anybody else think of like NSYNC? Bye. Can you go get me a cow?
No.
A sheep?
No.
Oh, so you figured out the trick, huh?
A bear.
You want to smell the bear?
Yay.
I'm kind of in the middle of something, but go get the bear. He's gonna smell the bear. This is the bear. Okay, here you go. You want to smell the bear?
Yay.
Okay, here you go. Okay, now we put the head back on the bear, okay? We're actually sending this perfume to a beloved friend. Say, hi, Julia. Dile, hi, Julia. Dile, I'm gonna send you the bear, okay? Dile, this is my favorite perfume, and mommy's gonna send it to you. Okay, dile, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.